everyone. Welcome to Plugged In on CogecoTV. I'm your host, Melanie DeVoe, and I'm very excited about today's interview because it's something a little different from what we normally do around here. We're actually going to talk about the arts, and we're going to talk about filmmaking with Sasha Appler. Hi, Sasha.
Hi, how you doing today? Good.
It's so nice to have you here because I know you've been working very hard on making films, documentaries, music videos. You do it all, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I have been working pretty hard, but it's been an adventure for sure.
A lot of people were very excited at the Windsor International Film Festival last year when they got to see your documentary, Killy Climb. And actually, before we talk about it, let's look at a little clip, okay?
Sure.
So this is a picture of Kylie Grace Cooper Bois, who passed away December 28th, 2014. She was waiting for a liver transplant. She was 9 months old, and I promised her parents and her family that I'd take her to the top of Kilimanjaro in her honor. And if you can do that for me, I definitely will. I just hope people out there realize how much it means to save a life, whether it's through living donation of a kidney or the liver. That's all I ask. Try to get more registration. Less people dying. I'm sorry.
That's Sasha Appler's Killy Climb. That must have been a labor of love, and I use the word labor because you had to carry all that equipment around with you while climbing, right?
Yeah, I did. I mean, labor of love is a strong word for sure, but it was a passion project, but at the same time, the climb in itself was, the three guys that were climbing from Windsor really wanted to raise awareness for beadonor.ca. Becoming an organ donor, and one of the guys who was climbing, Dennis Segato, actually was a 2-time recipient. And so really for me and my business, I want to make money, but at the same time, I want to be able to help people when I can. And I didn't get paid for this trip. I just had the hospital covered my expenses. And so in a way, it was a passion project, but it was very much about trying to help these three guys raise as much money as they could for that cause. Because you never know when you're going to need. Now, I'm an organ donor now, I wasn't, but you never know when you're going to need something like that.
I can relate to that because I've had my card signed since I was 18 years old. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Like, if anything's still working, go ahead, use it. You know, if not, send it to the lab and figure out what went wrong.
Yep.
So, organ donation, obviously very serious. Was that the reason that each of the men was there?
It was. That was the main reason. Then the other reason was to raise money for the new hospital being built in Windsor. So it was kind of a joint.
And who were the other guys who went along?
There was Dante Morisuti, who is a neurosurgeon, and then Richard Venatili, owner of Guaranteed Fine Furniture.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, Richard's a great guy.
He must have been a lot of fun on that trip.
He's kind of the comic relief in the film, actually, because it gets really serious and stuff, but he was awesome, yeah.
Let's talk about how you got into this in the first place. I know you actually at one point were a volunteer here at Cogeco, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I don't even think that long ago. I think maybe like 4 years ago. I was in a band for about 6 or 7 years, and after the band, we got dropped from our label. I decided to go back to my original passion, which was filmmaking. And I'd been making film, I've been doing film while I was in the band. I actually produced one of our music videos that got on Much Music and got us recognized. And then from there, I was like, oh, you know what, I could do this. Forget the music, I'm gonna try this. So then I went to CBC, I went to a bunch of other places, and they wouldn't look at my resume and stuff like that. Nothing against them, but I totally understand why they wouldn't want to take me, because I don't have any experience. So I came here, I talked to Marlene, one of the producers here, and she gave me a shot. And then from there, 4 years later, things have been going really good.
Well, I have to give you credit for choosing the two toughest industries in the world to try to get into, music and filmmaking.
Yeah, what else could I have done? That's easier. What's easier?
Snake charmer.
Snake charmer. Could have been anything else.
Yeah, Keebler Elf, I'm not sure.
Sure.
Are you still keeping up on the music?
I still write music a lot. I do a lot of music production with one of the old bandmates, Stefan Svetkovic, aka Soul Brother Steph here in Windsor. Does a lot of cool music, and he helps write a lot of the commercial songs, music beds for the videos I do.
Well, now commercials is where the money is, right?
Yeah, it is, and it's also commercials great for experimentation. There's a lot. The newer, it used to be really dry and stiff. I felt when I first got into this back in 2006 after graduating from Specsauer, and I was working for a guy, Marty Adler, and the commercials were really dry. But now I feel like businesses are way more. They're more open to trying different things and experimenting. So commercial is good for money and it's fun to do.
That's good. It's changed a lot from the days of Ad Men.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's still like that on the top. The pressure's on and stuff like that and big money. But with the stuff that I'm doing locally, it's definitely fun.
If you could do one thing, if you could have your dream job and had to only choose one, what exactly would it be?
I would have been an actor. I wanted to be an actor at the beginning. I did theater for a couple years. I'm an artist. At the end of the day, what I've discovered over the last 10 years is that I have all these different things I can do, but in the end of the day, I just like creating things. And right now, it happens to be the video stuff.
Where can people go to get a glimpse at what you've done?
I'm on my website, www.applerfilm.com. I don't think people say www. anymore, but
no, not really.
I like saying it.
I mean, how old are you, 80? Come on.
Yeah. I'm going to be dead.
Appler Film, no S we discussed, so just applerfilm.com.
That's right, applerfilm.com.